guys, it's Joe Bridges. Welcome to my channel. It's Tact Thursday. I got a couple for you today that these were just little little things I noticed on a couple of tools, and they're known tools. It's nothing like the other series where we didn't know what they were, but this one actually is going to come in a little bit of handy on a couple of situations um, for certain things. Let's get started with this Craftsman wrench here. We got a old Craftsman double open-ended wrench. We got part number 44507. It's double-ended. Older V-stamp wrench, U.S. made, of course. I got a 13 on one side, and we got a 15 on the other side. And the reason I actually find this wrench to be the most interesting is because if you're doing alignments, actually, that particular wrench actually comes in very handy adjusting the sleeves. So that's what I found most interesting about that wrench. Instead of having a whole bunch of them over there, you have this one single wrench. You come across these two side sleeves, which is a lot of times it's gonna be pretty helpful. I got a whole set over there. I do alignments here and there, but this one wrench is kind of nice because, like I said, you get this size here, and then for a smaller size sleeve, you got the 13. So that's you're actually taking one wrench away from the equation. Because I usually leave them on the left, so that's how I do it. But with this one here, I actually had a Cornwall wrench. It was a 15. I actually broke the either the top or the bottom right off, just adjusting the sleeve. That it just split right open. Just the whole top came right off. Unfortunately, I don't have a Cornwall dealer, so I'm gonna have to hang on to the wrench for a while. But yeah, that's that in a nutshell. I wanted to bring to your attention, you know what I mean, about this wrench, because it was pretty cool, and you often see these from time to time. A lot of times, if you're at a swap meet or a yard sale or a flea market or something like that, usually you come across them from time to time. But yeah, that's that in a nutshell. And my vice grips here, same thing. I use this for sometimes on sleeves. And what I did with this one is I actually took a 19 millimeter nut, and I ended up welding it to the bottom. Pretty clean weld there. I cleaned up. You still have the actual. You actually have a gripping part of the nut where you actually can still turn it nice and straight. I just cleaned it up with a grinder wheel, and it actually came out pretty nice. And if you wanna actually put a slide hammer and twist it onto this, you actually can do that as well, which is also a nice feature. But if you really want to put down a lot of lock-in pressure, you like I said, you can use this end right here with a 19 millimeter wrench. I used the 19 millimeter nut for the end. I mean, you could use any size you want, but that's what I actually ended up using, because it was a pretty large wrench, and you can it's got a lot of meat behind it, so you can actually get this nice and tight, and it's not going to get away from you. But yeah. This is a nice one if you can actually pull this one off. Like I said, it's pretty handy a lot of times. I use it a lot, like I said, for those type of things. And if I have to really, if I really have to clamp on something down hard, usually you can do it. You can do a finger tight. You can use, you can use pliers sometime at the other end. But this you really can get a lot of grip on. You can give more grip to the vice head here, which is nice. And like I said, and also too, the other feature too is uh, you could you could twist this into a like I said, a slide hammer. Sometimes if the thread's right, Um, 'cause I've used this particular vice grip a few times with hammers. I'm sorry, slide hammers as well. So that's actually it's actually something you could do too, and it got me out of a few jams like CV axles, things like that, and a couple other things. I found it to be handy with, but yeah. But guys, that's it for today. Just these two couple, and like I said, I'm gonna have some more for you next week. But just this for now. So like I said, guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love you to do that, and more to come. So stay tuned. Thanks so much, guys.